Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. Ooh, Netflix. You gave me a show that I did not know that I wanted. And now, not only do I want it, I also love it. What are we talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, man? Take a seat. We're getting ready to dive in, spoiler free, into Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Oh my goodness. I did not expect to watch this show and walk away from it going, that was amazing. But that's exactly what happened. I saw the trailer for this and heard the announcement, and I was like, oh, that's cool, man. They're doing like a kids animated show that'll tie into like the Jurassic World universe. So I was like, that's cool, man. Like Camp Cretaceous, that should be a lot of fun. And you know, it looked okay, but it didn't look anything special or whatnot. And it came up on Netflix, and I was sitting here just kind of looking to have something on in the background. I was like, you know what, let's throw Camp Cretaceous on. That was a mistake because I wanted something to have on in the background, and it became the foreground really, really quickly. This show comes to us from Zach Stentz, who has been writing in Hollywood for a while. I mean, Agent Cody Banks worked on Andromeda, Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, Fringe, wrote Thor, wrote X-Men First Class, wrote episodes for The Flash, and now he's done Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous and is going to be doing Booster Gold and Big Trouble in Little China. I mean, this is a guy who's not messing around in the world of Hollywood, and specifically in that more nerdier world, and crushed this show, dude. Like I said, I had low to no expectations for Camp Cretaceous. I was like, oh, this could be a fun kid show. First, it is not a kid show. If you wouldn't let your kid watch Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, do not let them watch Camp Cretaceous. Dinosaurs are scary, and this show does not shy away from that. Just because its main characters are teenage kids, or possibly younger. At least two of them could be like on the border of like somewhere in that like 12, 13 range. But nevertheless, just because kids are our main cast, it does not shy away from spoilers, eating people, causing chaos, just flat out being scary. Like, this show does all the things that the really good Jurassic movies do. And it plays into the awe and wonder of going to this park and seeing dinosaurs. You get that up front a bunch of times in this show. And it's the thing you always look for in the really good Jurassic movies. It is the stuff that makes you go, wow, this is beautiful. And then it scares the living daylights out of you because dinosaurs are scary. And that's exactly what this show does, man. This show, it's a little slow. First 3 episodes, like I said, really does hit that awe and like, oh man, like that, the coming to the park stuff. It nails all of that. And actually, it started off really rocky. Minor spoilers. The way the show opens, I was like, uh-oh. I don't know about this, man. It was like first person view. And I was like, I didn't see that in the trailer. And the animation was looking kind of jankety. Then I laughed when I saw what was going on. I was like, oh, that's what, I thought that was sort of what they were going for, but I didn't really cool. I was like, oh, that's neat. And then animation cleaned up, and it was the animation. The show is gorgeous. They totally capture Isla Nubla really, really well. And they capture these dinosaurs really, really well, dude. They look legit. And like I said, they are scary. But those first 3 episodes do a really good job of giving you like that awe and wonder. But it's stuff that we've seen before. So there's a lot of nostalgia nods and stuff. And then it's a lot of these kids who were at this camp. They're the first camp goers of all ever for Camp Cretaceous. And like immediately start breaking the rules, get into like scary trouble with dinosaurs, and then apparently don't seem to learn very much, and like immediately break the rules again. It was the only thing in the first like 3 episodes I was like, that just doesn't seem like you're messing with that. Why are we constantly like not paying like any mind to the rules, like right from the get-go? But then after like the 3rd episode, and look, the first 3, like I said, they get that awe and wonder, and they get the scary, man. You're like the first episode, you're on the edge of your seat, and it happens throughout the entire show, all 8 episodes, 4 hours. But those first 3, a little slow. Episode 4 on, something happens where now like things are out of control. from like the kids making choices, and you're just like on this roller coaster ride with them. And it is the last 5 episodes could stand toe to toe with the best Jurassic movies. I mean that 100% legitimately. I was enthralled with the cast. I love these characters. It took a little while, but as they kind of like give you bits and pieces of all these characters, and you get to hang out with them, you really start to care about them. And that pulls you to the edge of your seat multiple times, man. When they're in danger, when dino stuff is going on, like, you are fearing for them and you're just so invested. And the story is a lot of fun. And what's cool is the way in which it weaves into the world of the Jurassic universe. It seems like this, maybe spoilers, show takes place like right before Jurassic World, and like things that are happening are things from that we were familiar with the movies, just from a different perspective. Like, you're seeing things, you're like, oh, now I know right where we are and where they build us to and leave us. I'm excited for anything that has to do with Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous. Like I said, the show has got thrills, it's got chills, the animation is beautiful, it has a ton of fun, action, adventure. Like I said, everything you want in a good Jurassic movie, you get in this show. And it was like watching a 4-hour movie, man. Like, the first 3 episodes were kind of like Act 1, and like the middle 3 episodes were like Act 2, and the last 2 episodes were Act 3 of a movie, like a big movie. And it really, really worked. I did not expect to like this show this much, and I really, really dug it. And a lot of that has to do with the cast. You have Darius Bowman, who's kind of like the first character we meet, and we follow him kind of almost from his perspective most of the show. Paul Michael Williams knocks it out of the ballpark, man. And the story that that's the thing. Like, all of these things, you need that story that really can ground you and pull you in on the emotional level, really get you to invest. And Darius's story is that story. And then as we learn stuff about the other kids, you, like I said, you get invested in everybody because of the way they start to work as a group as they go through this whole bit. Then you have this really, really shy, nervous kid, Ben Pincus. Sean Giambron voices him perfectly. Everything you want that type of character to be. Nails it. And I like where they go with that story. I was like, damn, dude, like, this show is legit, man. I really, just like I said, I just loved everything they were doing. Then you have Yasmina Fadula, who's played by Kausar Muhammad. Great. She's a track star, like running athlete, but also kind of a loner. So the way she kind of interacts within the course of the group and how that grows in certain, relationships and things that kind of go on with the group. A lot of fun to kind of have. To some of these, there's a lot more outsiders in this group than like popular kids, you would say. And kind of seeing how they all play with each other. Kassar Muhammad does a really, really good job with Yasmina. Jenna Ortega voices Brooklyn, who is like a YouTube celebrity. She's a teenager but has millions and millions of followers. So getting her perspective throughout the whole show and what her driving motivations are, a lot of fun with that, and Ortega knocks it out of the park. Then you got Kenji Khan, who is the fast-talking, really good-looking, like, I'm the cool guy, and Ryan Potter, who voices him, just nails it, dude. And like, he's the type of character that you're supposed to hate, but you need moments from that make you love him, and that's exactly what Kenji does. And Ryan Potter like nails that stuff. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is Sami Gutierrez. Her character is really interesting, and how she fits within the world of the Jurassic universe I thought was really, really cool, and I liked what they did with her. And Randy Rodriguez does a really, really nice job. And it is just, like I said, a really fun cast. You also have Roxy and Dave, who are the 2 camp counselors. Jamila Jamil voices Roxy, love her, she's hysterical. And Glenn Powell nails Dave. What they do as the 2 camp counselors is great with this group of kids. And then the different characters and references and things that pop up throughout the whole show, I was just like, as a Jurassic fan, I was just like, yeah, this show gave me everything I wanted, and then some. It gave me, I didn't even know I wanted this show in the first place. And now I am a fan for life. I am so in. Zack Snyder should be very happy with himself. This, like I said, I think can stand toe to toe with like the best of the Jurassic movies, period. And the way it fits into the universe, I'm like, I hope we build to a live action version of this show, man. Bring all these voice actors into a live action version. That would be really cool. That's how good it is. So there you go, man. Those are all the Seaman's non-spoiler thoughts on Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. I know it's an animated show that's supposed to be for kids, but I tell you, it's not. It is totally made for people like me, and if you're a Jurassic fan, people like you. This is a show for Jurassic fans, and don't be shied away. Don't shy away from it, rather. Because it's animated. Dive in because it is really, really good. If you are a Jurassic fan, I'm telling you, this is a must-watch. So those are all my overly excited, non-spoiler thoughts. Now I want to know what you're thinking. Have you had a chance to check out Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous? If you have, what'd you think? Did you like it? Dislike it? What'd you think as far as where it, exists in the Jurassic universe? Do you think it can stand toe-to-toe with the movies? What were you digging or not digging about the show? If you haven't watched it, are you going to? Have I enticed you to want to check it out? Or is it something you're just like, no, I'm not watching a Jurassic World animated show? Anything you're thinking, good, bad, indifferent about Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, down below in the comments section. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to come join the Sea Maniacs, watch me go all crazy over animated television shows. You want to show a little love, jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the Seaman Cinema Sit Down, I'm the Seaman. I'm signing off. Peace on ya, baby. Well, I'll be. You guys are still here. You must be looking for some more content. Well, don't worry. Seaman's got you covered, man. You got videos like this guy and this guy. And if you haven't yet, and you want to come check out all the Seaman goodies, join the Cinema Sit Down squad, man. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell down below that, too, so you can get alerts every time I make new videos.